Evening, everybody. How are we? Good Sunday. Let me just, do you know what I'm going to do this week? Just to be sure, I'm going to go to the comments. I'm going to start going to the comments. I'm going to go to the bottom and people tell me if they can hear me before I rabbit on for ages and find out that they can't. Let's just check, see if anyone comes up with a yes, I can hear you. Dun, 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 dun. No comments as yet. Yes, we can. There we are from Tanner. Perfect. So I can go back to my normal way of doing things. So where are we? Sponsored by red wine again, Shiraz, Australian Shiraz, which is probably one of my favourites, especially Barossa. And I thought I'd do this. Do you know what? This is not something I've got around to recently, but it's a bit not old hat. That's the wrong word entirely. But I'm certainly not one of the first to try this. This is a sample I got for Ardbeg. You probably can't read that because the light bleaches it out. Fermutation. So I'm going to give that a whirl and then follow that up with trying to stay in line another Ardbeg, which is Oriverdes, which is the Ori Verdes. Well, Verdes is the green and Ori is the gold. So gold and green, I think, was the release. Not that my Gaelic's good enough to know that Ori and Verdes is gold and green. I remember it from when we did a competition previously. I've also managed to pick up a non-COVID related cold, so I apologise if I cough and splut my way through this. My wife's got COVID and I've got a good old-fashioned cold, as have the children. So all the fun of the fair. It's weird this week. It's very weird for me because it feels like it's been really busy. We launched 2 competitions and sold loads of tickets. One was the Arran, one was the long row. But when you sell loads of tickets, it feels really weird when you get to the end of the week and there's only effectively one draw and the freebie and the comments draw. And it's because those other ones haven't finished. They weren't the Saturday draw. The Saturday draw was the Kilkerran, so it makes sense. It just feels a bit weird because we had so many ones there. Let me not go any further before I catch up with comments because there'll be a shed load. So let's just go through. Jamie Reynolds is here first. John Neeson, quite early on for a YouTuber. We don't usually get YouTube comments that quickly. Jamie Lovell, Duran's here. Michael Lord, evening to you. Michael Kenny, good evening everyone. Best of luck for tonight's draws. John Paul's here. Lewis is here. John Paul, I wonder if we have another silent movie tonight. You see, I'm one step ahead of you and we haven't. Either that or Tanner was wrong and I'm still blabbering to a stream of 28 people who can't hear me. Evening from Amir, Andrew Mitchell, evening all. I wish I could, good luck, but it's all mine tonight. Yes, of course. Well, it's Campbelltown, what can we say? Evening for Gary, Robert Ware's here, Simon Skinner, Kevin McIntyre's here, Will Middleton's flexing, feels like he's going to win. That's yes we can. Yes, we can hear you. You're on mute, Rob. Don't Will. I can guarantee if Will says something, then the opposite is the truth. Loud and clear from Dylan. Yes from Kevin. No sound from John Paul. Someone else is trying it on. Evening from Linda. Hope you had a good week. I did indeed, Linda, apart from getting ill, but you know, these things happen. Evening from Roddy. Evening from Andy. Evening for Peter. Or actually, evening. I think that's just 5 drams of whiskey. Can't say fairer than that. David Finney's here. Kieran's here. My COVID is gone. Weekend 2 times negative result. There you are. Just trying YouTube for a change. Why not? We don't get many YouTubers, but I like to have an alternate option. Worst case scenario, Facebook goes down. It has happened before. There is another way of getting out to you guys. Evening all from Antonio and Damien. I'm late, so sorry. Don't be late. We haven't done any draws yet because we haven't got that many draws to do this week, which is quite cool. So for those people who have played this week, I wouldn't mind a bit of feedback, really. We brought in something new this week, which I get the feeling went down rather well. Well, we brought in 2 things, I tell you. We brought in instant wins and we brought in extra tickets. So to fill in the gaps, effectively instant win means that when you buy your tickets and you get your email confirmation, you get a dedicated ticket, maybe number 27, for example. And what we do ahead of time is we say, if you get any of these ticket numbers, you win this prize instantly, as in you don't have to wait for the draw, it's yours straight away. And they seem to go really well. So I'd be interested to see what people's thoughts were on the instant wins. I've had a look through on the two. So there's the Arran and there's the Long Row. And as it turns out, all the instant wins of those ones have been won. So just to fill those people in who are listening, if you don't know already, these are the winners of the instant wins. So on the Arran, the Long Row Peated was won by Glendavian. The £20 credit was won by Lewis Dallard. And then on the Long Row Peated was won by Lander. The Arcantoshan was won by an officer and a gentle dram, which is some subtle humour from Gary McLaughlin there. The Abalawa 12 was won by Will, WJM. The Old Putney is won by Glendavian, so they picked up 2. The Bunnahaven was won by If I Kill Kilkerran, which will you watch Hazel Burn, which is Lee. And then the £20 credit was won by Dramage Limitation. So they've all been won, but I was just really intrigued to see if it was something that you guys liked, thought it was something we should do more of. It seemed to pique people's interests. So I thought that was quite a nice way of doing it. And what I'll do, the good thing is, so if you take those ones, on both of those ones which haven't finished yet, I'll organise the prizes now, so you don't have to wait until the draw to get those prizes. I'll just, as soon as you've won them, I'll dispatch them as soon as I can. So those are on their way to you, to those winners. And let me just catch up with comments, see what people are saying. Hi, folks. Good luck to all this evening. New format is great. Now with wheels on it. Evening or once my mother starts talking. Well, it's been Mother's Day all day, to be fair, Mark. Hello from Kerry Speed. Didn't realise I'd won. Well, you did. Gary McLaughlin, you did. You won a bottle of Arcantoshan 3-wood single malt. Can't say fairer than that, can we? Good attention to detail, Gary. All the focus on the mums today, but let's not forget my auntie who cured my hay fever. On days like this, I do love my antihistamine. Like I said, with an officer and a gentle dram, there's some subtle humour that comes out of Gary, and with his antihistamine. So maybe that's his, maybe that'll be his next username, antihistamine. I did like the format. I liked it because I thought it was quite exciting in the fact that, how can I put it? In theory, if you don't, if they don't all go, it's quite nice going into a competition quite late on going, well, I could just win this straight away before I go anywhere. So I'm going to try and do it. It's not going to be every competition. Obviously, it's not going to become like the instant wins whiskey giveaway site. But I will put them on some. It won't be on the Saturday because I think the Saturday is quick and punchy and it doesn't need extra stuff. You only find out the next day, but I think on some of them I certainly will add in some instant wins. So keep an eye, and I'll put it on the email. It's amazing how many people, we have 3,500 people on the email list, and it's amazing how many people don't read the email and then complain that they don't know about it. So you 34 that are watching right now, you will know about it. That's the best I can do. I like the new format too from them. Good. I like to think of new exciting things. And on both those competitions, there's also free entries. So the first 50, I want to say, got a free entry. So they'll effectively double up whatever they purchased, up to a maximum of 5. So I hope that makes sense. If you buy 1 ticket, you've got another 1. If you bought 2 tickets, you get another 2. If you bought another 3, you got 3. If you bought 5, you got 5. If you bought 6, you got 5. So it stops at 5. So in theory, you could have had 50 people all buy a single ticket and all have an extra 1, or you could have had, let me work this out, 10 people buy 10, which was the maximum, which is 100 tickets, and they would have all got 5 additional ones, because that was the maximum, which would have been the 50. How's that for quick maths? Evening, Chris. Good to see you. So, what is that clicking sound, intermittent in the background? Is it still clicking? Is it me? The joints rusty? Could be that. My son is being put to bed above there. I can still hear him, but I don't suppose you can. I'm not sure the microphone's that good. Adrian can't hear it, so perhaps it's just on your end, I'm afraid, Linda. Seamus, evening to you too. So we have 3 tonight. We have the Kilkerran 8, but the sherry this time, not the port. I tried both of them this week. I had a tasting where I tried the Kilkerrans, both the Kilkerrans, the Long Row Red, Springbank 25, Springbank Local Barley, and the Springbank, what's it called? The blend of all of them together, which escapes my mind. And I'll be honest, it escapes my desire to purchase it because it wasn't actually that nice. Nice smell, nice start, no finish whatsoever. And it was interesting because a few other people on this group, or in this community, I should say, were on there as well. And it was interesting because we all had different views. Especially me, I was probably the most out there because most people were like, didn't like the Springbank 25, whereas I really like the Springbank 25. And lots of people loved the Long Row. Everyone loved the Long Row, and I was like, yeah, it's not really my thing. But isn't that the beauty of whiskey? It's a subjective thing, and what one person loves, the other person doesn't necessarily love. But you know, it's fair to say they were all nice. It's not like I'm saying Springbank was rubbish. The 25, it's got some fruit salad thing, as in the sweet, not like a bowl of fruit, but the little sweets, the orange sweets. It's got something like that on the nose, which is just crazy. Unfortunately, you just can't get hold of a bottle, so I can't replicate it. But what can I say? I'm not hearing clicking, Linda. It's driving me nuts. Campbelltown lock there, Andrew. Thank you very much. Evening from Daniel McAvoy. If you can go, I recommend the Mitchell's blend from Springbank. What's the Mitchell's? Is that yours, Andrew? Named after you? Linda, move away from the clock. Well, it's all a matter of personal or lack of it. Exactly. And that's the beautiful thing about it. Do you know? And it's one of the things I have to be more careful of, I suppose, for myself, because I spend time saying this is my favorite. And I know some people get it because these ones I really like, and some people love them, and some people go, it's not really my thing. But how can you tell? This is the problem with whiskey, and the inherent problem with expensive whiskey is the fact that how do you invest a certain amount of money without knowing if you're going to like it? And there are, case in point, Springbank 12 cask strength, which is now going for 200 quid at auction, sat up on my shelf with 1 dram missing. What can I say? It does happen. Linda, move away from the clock. Linda, is it the clicking? Is the clicking Rob's mouse? Well, it probably isn't because I haven't touched my mouse. No, named after the original founders. No relation. Okay. It's nice to have a variety of flavours, taste buds change. Exactly. And do you know what? I was looking up at my thing and I've got everything from Optimal at the Super Peaty Edge to Glendronach 21, which is a huge sherry bomb, and everything in between. So I've got bourbon, I've got all sorts in there. So yes, horses for courses. Right, let's get on. I've rabbited on for 15 minutes, and you can actually hear me this time, so I apologise for that. Let's do the Kilkerran, shall we? So I don't think I've even organised enough to have shared my random.org screen, so let's get to that. There we go. And we're going to hold a new draw. Just give away Kilkerran 8 Sherry. And it's the 27th of 3rd, 2022. List of identifiers. Proceed. Paste it into the form. And there are 150 of them. There we are, 150 tickets. It's interesting. I try to put a bit of a variation on the site if I can, so that sometimes you've got $1.99 tickets, other times you've got $5.99 tickets. Some of them have got a lot more tickets, some of them have got hardly any, just to try and mix it up for different people. Entrance accessible. Proceed. And we're going to draw a single winner for the Kilkerran. Right, let me just come back. Check out these 6 comments I've missed. Linda, apparently the infrared of a sniper rifle can cause a clicking on headphones. Linda? I see. Is she still there? No. I'm assuming she survived. Evening, everyone from Denise. Evening from Simon. Andrew's got his drums going. Dylan's got his drum going. Daniel McAvoy. Looking forward to getting my podcast, but this sherry one was lovely. Yes, Daniel McAvoy was on the tasting. Right, let's find out, shall we? Good luck, everyone, and especially good luck to Andrew, who is desperate to bring some Campbelltown Select home. The winner of the Kilkerran 8 sherry, which I hasten to add is delicious and for me better than the port. But of course, most people scored them the other way around. The winner is I'm here to kick ass and drink whiskey, and Pilgrim, I'm out of whiskey. I'm here to kick ass and drink whiskey, and Pilgrim, I'm out of whiskey. With ticket number 119. Now, I don't know whose username that is. That sounds like an Adrian username, if I'm honest, but I couldn't guarantee it. Let me just... Looking forward to getting my podcast, but the show was lovely. Yeah, what ticket price sells best? Do you know what? It's a real swing. It depends what it is. It's a real difficult one. So you can do really cheap. Like I think the cheapest you could possibly do is 99p, but then you have hundreds of them. And obviously, from my perspective, it's important to try and sell out. Otherwise, I'm on the risk of selling less than the price of the bottle, which we've done on a number of occasions. Not to mention we have to pay payment processing fees, which is at least 25 pence. So it's very difficult when it's 99p. We've gone everywhere between 99p and 9.99. In fact, I think we did 19.99 for some of the really high-end Macallans and stuff. As long as I think if you've got a high-level bottle, you can kind of bring the price up, and everyone's fairly happy with it. I've kind of got a good idea on it now, but we will we'll have to balance it out. It's pretty good. I can't think I've got it sussed. I thought you got the 25. Simon made it seem you did. I'm not sure what that's in reference to. Congratulations, well done. Congrats, and angry Andrew Mitchell. That's kick-ass. Indeed. Congrats. Congratulations. Thank you for thinking that great line with me, but sadly not. Congrats. Well done. Will Middleton, I won the podcast on here last week. Got the LB from the tasting. There you are. Happy days. Thank you. Malk got it. Happy that Malk's back in form. It's interesting. That's the fermentation, and it's got all that peat on the tingly tongue stuff. But the smell is far lower than most Arpegs. Congratulations. Good evening from Glasgow. A little bit late, but here. Congratulations, Malk. Nice Malk. Well done, Malcolm. All done for you. Right. Let's move on to the freebie draw, which is always a good one. Let's get that off the screen. And as for those people know, I'm sure the 32 people here know already, but we'll just cover our bases just to be sure. What happens now is we pick randomly whoever the winner is of the freebie draw, and then we go to the Wheel of Jura to find out who, just to find out what they win, effectively. So let's do the first bit, which is the pick the winner, and we'll go from there. So third-party draw service, whole new draw, whiskey giveaway. Freezer of the June. Wishing this year away. List of supplier identifiers, basic form. There we are. 140 tickets this time, and a different amount depending on how many multiples of £5 you spent on the site the week before. Entrance accessible, and we're going to draw a single winner. So let me just come back and check on the comments. There are 4 that I haven't read. Thank you all for that. Good. Wheel of Jura, bring it. Darren's got his drum going. Andrew's got his drum going. The Wayne is from John. Do you know what? The question was, I figured it was John Wayne. But what can I say? I don't know why I knew it, but I just had a feeling it was Monra, Wheel of Jura. I love the. Do you know what? I was against the Wheel of Jura as a name. Seamus is a prime example of people who do like Jura, but I quite like it now. I like this guy's little nickname. So let's find out who's playing for tonight's star prize, I suppose, is the way of putting it. Let's complete the draw. The winner is Terry Fawcett. Terry Fawcett. Now, Terry Fawcett is not actually Terry Fawcett. That's not their name. I believe. Are they here? Are they here? Let's see. I think it's Andy. Andrew Mitchell. I believe it's Andy Havers, who was here earlier. So maybe he's here, maybe he's not. Let's see. I believe it's Andy Havers. We'll see. Let's see if he pops up. Dun, dun, dun. Congratulations from Robert Miles. That's me. Yep, thought it was. It's Terry Fawcett. It's down to you. What do you want? Let's find out what you want to win. What do you want to win? Let me bring up the wheel and you can have a think. Share the screen. Right, there we are. And let me save that one. Comments drawer. And open up the freebie one. There we are. So you should be able to see those are the different things you can win, Andy. You've got Lefroy, Glenfiddich, Bruichladdich, Dalwhinnie, website credits, Proper 12, Balvenie, all sorts of stuff. Jura, as we know, Glenfiddich, Talisker, all sorts of stuff. Lagavulin. What do you fancy, Andy? Will's very excited to have someone on. Congrats, Andy. Well done, Andy. Well done. What do you not want, Andy? Congratulations and good luck with the spin. I think Andy's gone quiet on us. Maybe he's bowled over from the thought of it. Anything but Proper 12. Oh, Andy, that's a very dangerous way of saying that. So if anyone has talked in Proper 12, then I think Andy probably just has. So let's find out, shall we? So we'll shuffle it a few times. Oh, hang on. Let me make it a bit longer as well, because otherwise it's silly short. Shuffle a few times. There we are. All completely random. Right. Good luck, Andy. Let's find out what you win. Slowing down. Slowing down. I think you're going to be clear of the Proper 12. I think you're going to look at a website credit, or you're going to get round to Lagavulin. I think. Well, at least you'll pass the £10 one. That's not bad. Is it going to make it to the Lager or not? That's putting it up now. They are website credit for you, Andy. The classic is my prediction. Fingers crossed. I know Will had fingers crossed that you got Proper 12, but you didn't. That's fine. But congratulations, buddy. That's some money you can spend on some more tickets. Not bad for a freebie, is it? Nice for Andy. Not bad. Not bad, that from Will. Exactly. I'm wondering if I should put some more stuff on the wheel of Jura now. The problem with Wheel of Jura is, brilliant, thank you. You're very welcome. Is the fact that I have to try and put stuff on there that's not weird and wacky, because I don't hold all that stock just in case. It has to be stuff I can get hold of. And that's why it's a bit tricky. Don't know. I'll have a look, see if I can increase things and make it a bit more interesting. Maybe a lot more things flashing by will be more exciting. We'll add more. We'll have all 7 different Juras and stuff. Someone has, considering we call it the Wheel of Jura and no one has ever won a Jura, it's a bit of a bad misnomer, really. Right, so that leaves us one more, which is the freebie draw, the comments draw, rather, which gives you a free ticket. Last week was Simon Skinner, who I will let you know is all chosen to go for a long row. Drop me an email this afternoon. So he's going to go for a long row ticket for himself. I'm going to pour my second Ardbeg. Oh, well, that doesn't smell peaty at all, which is a little bit weird. We shall see. Right. Well done for Linda. You should put Bruno Harbin 12 on there. Have I not got Bruno on there? Yeah, it's probably fair. I can get that in there. I can add that in. That's fairly easy to get hold of. There's a nice Bruno Harbin coming on the website actually shortly. You have to wait and see. I can't remember which one it is, so I'll be guessing. Right. So, slightly different from normal. I don't have to go over to random.org for a change, so I can just go back over to the wheel and we'll open the comments drawer. There you are. Those are all the people who made a comment last week, which is why it's really important if you are watching that you make a comment, whatever it happens to be. Put the letter P down for all that matters, or W, but quite nice for a whiskey site, just to make sure you get in there, because why would you not want a free ticket for a competition? And the Ben Rummock. What was the other one I just got for the site? Ben Riek, not Ben Rummock. Thumbs up from Will. What about that Aldi 30-year-old? Do you know what? They're just impossible to get hold of. The 30-year-old is impossible to get hold of. So there was an 18 that most people saw at Christmas. They did the Glenmarnock 18. I don't know who it is. It's quite a well-kept secret. It's a Speyside. It's going to be one of the distilleries. But do you know what? It's really palatable. But they did a release of 30, which you can now only get at auctions. And people do buy and sell them at auction, which sounds crazy for an Aldi released whiskey, but you know, it's whiskey. It's Speyside. It's 30 years old. It's kosher. It's just from a cheap place. But yeah, I can't get one, I'm afraid, unless you get it from auction, and auctions are a bit difficult. I can hear the ticking now. That's just my voice, I'm afraid, Malk. Or is it maybe the lack of wind, or rather the wind, I should say. I prefer drams to drums. Darren's sticking with drums. Andrew's sticking with drums. Darren's sticking with drams and drums. Right, let's go back and figure out who's going to get their free ticket this week. Good luck, everybody. The winner this week. Oh, let's make it a little bit longer. Add some suspense. Shuffle it a few times. Let's go. Who's it going to be? I'm usually quite good at getting close towards the end. Slowing down, slowing down. Andy, oh God, it's gone around to Andy again. It's gone past him though. Whew, Simon Skinner, could he do, no, past here we go. Linda. Oh, Linda, is it going to, I think it's going past you. John Dorian or Kevin McIntyre, it's got to be. Or is it sticking with John Dorian? Is it sticking with John Dorian? It is. It is. Well done. Amir, you were close. Looks like it's come around. Linda, you missed out just. There's a lot of names there close. It's gone to John Dorian. So well done, John. Sounds like a woodpecker on speed. Wow, that's the ring. That's the spinning wheel. You know, it's like the old. What was that? Is it Price is Right? The one where they had the big wheel at the end and you used to have to pull it down and it would do. That's what it sounds like. So close indeed. You were very, very close, buddy. Lots of well done for John. So close. You can change it from the woodpecker on speed to something else, but it's just as bad, to be fair. Always close, but no cigar. Well, you've won in the past. That's the good thing. I feel a bit better than that. Some people, as we know, Malk, who went for ages without a win and then won loads since then. I didn't make the wheel. Well, maybe you went on the. Did you make a comment last week? The trouble with the comments, the only problem I have with comments, if I'm completely honest, is I am reliant on Facebook doing things properly and showing me all the comments and allowing me to do that, because that's the only one place I can pull them out of, which is a bit of a pain, really, because sometimes they remove comments, sometimes they get funny, who knows. You can experiment on woodpeckers again. Not sure what that's about. Levi's turned up very late to the party, but he's got his comment in, so he's there for next week. Congratulations, my name is missing again. Wow. It's hard to read these things up and down. Wow. Maybe it's good old Facebook. So I go through Facebook. I can't transfer from Facebook to this, so I basically have to do it manually, and then I go back through and go through the list manually again. So for some reason, if it doesn't show, I can't. I'm afraid I'm restricted. I'm restricted. However, I can see you there now, Adrian. So next time you're definitely in, because I'll remember this conversation, and I will remember the same for John Neeson. So we go for there. Never on the wheel though. Ah, that's true. Don't touch side. Sometimes on, sometimes not, but always a trippy git every week. Trappy git. Wow. Well, yeah. I mean, it's difficult, isn't it? What can I do? What can I do? You're beholden to someone else, but I'm not going to set up a whole live streaming way of doing it. But c'est la vie. Right, that's it. All done for this week. I should hasten to add, just whilst I remember, we talked about the instant wins. They're all gone, but the long row has only got 22 tickets left because one of them is going to Simon Skinner. So that's nearly gone. That will undoubtedly be drawn this coming Sunday. The Aaron is down to 62 tickets, so that's going to be going fairly quickly. There's also a lot of movement on the Glengoyne, the teapot dram, which is a bit annoying because I still haven't tried that and I feel like I'm missing out. The only other thing I should say is next Saturday I think might be something exciting. Probably won't be cheap like the $1.99 ticket, just because of what it is. But you guys may want to just save a few quid to have a go. Just saying, just a thought. Just putting that out there. Sometimes, yeah. Cheers, Rob. What's about bottles beside the guitar? They're my bottles because I occasionally have some, and they were looking at them earlier. So that is that is the Kilkerran Sherry, randomly enough, which is my one. So that's one that's just been won by Malk. Not that one, but the same one. My long row, the 15, which I don't particularly like, annoyingly, and some long row because I like peated whiskey and I've never tried long row, so I got some of those too. So a bit of a story of Campbelltown there at the time, but I was basically sorting my stuff out earlier. Kilkerran, one Kilkerran, and the rest were long rows. All the best. You are missing out. I can see a Kilkerran there. Teapot dram is lovely indeed. In the background looks like a Kilkerran and possibly an Infinity Bottle. Well done, winners. Thank you. Infinity from Whiskey Baron. I don't know about that. Don't know about that. It's Kilkerran and 3 long rows. Maybe I should start piling them up behind me and you guys can all play Spot the Dram instead. Right, I will see you guys next week. Have a lovely week. Seriously, have a lovely week. The weather's supposed to change to be a bit rubbish, but yeah, we can't do anything about that. I will email you all out when the time is right to tell you what's on coming on Saturday, but it is definitely worth a few quid, I promise. I'll see you guys soon. Have a lovely week. Cheers.